He shows mercies unto thousands of them that love him and keep his commandments. Verse 7, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that take his name in vain. Verse 8, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. That fourth commandment doesn't stop at verse 8. It continues all the way down to verse 11. Okay? For in 6 days the Lord made the heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested on the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Hallowed it, made it holy. Okay? From verse, let me just say 1. Okay, but really verse 2. From verse 2 all the way to 11 has to do with loving the Lord thy God. As Jesus put it, with all your mind, right? Or with all your heart, all your energy. That's how I perceive the word heart. Okay. Now, mind you, I have not gone to a strong concordance to look at it, but contextually, all right. All your mind, how you think, your thoughts, and with all your soul, your entire being. According to Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 2, a soul is clay and dirt. No, clay and God's spirit or his breath coming together, and man became a living soul. Again, according to the Bible, a soul, based on Genesis chapter 2, is clay combining with God's breath or his spirit, right? And we know it's a spirit based on information in the Bible, like Ecclesiastes 12. Okay, go read it. Coming together. And it says when that happened, man became a living soul. All right. So from verse 12 to about verse 17, all right, from verse 12 to 17 has to do with the relationship in the society or in your community, right? Children are supposed to obey their parents, right? Honor thy father and thy mother that their days may be long. That obedience, or that honoring rather, right? Obedience is up to a certain point, but honoring is for life. Okay? There's no stipulation on when you're supposed to stop honoring, not according to the 10 Commandments. All right. The rest of them, thou shalt not, right? It talks about thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery. That means you're married not to have other people, right? Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, not to lie. Okay? And then thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant. And it continues, or anything that is thy neighbor's. So when Jesus says, you shall love the Lord thy God with all your mind and with all your heart and with all your soul, that's the first part of the 10 Commandments. The second part of the 10 Commandments is relational as it pertains to humans. Love your neighbor as yourself. Whatever you wouldn't want someone to do to you, don't do to them. There is absolutely no need for the new 10 Commandments. There's absolutely no need for the commandments that were presented by Pope Francis. If we just adhered to the 10, we wouldn't have these problems.